Have you ever had the overwhelming sense of nerves, fear, and pressure all knotted up in your chest?
It's gonna explode!
Welcome to the joy of anxiety.
Maybe you're worried about the big game. Or asking that girl out. Or hearing a climate alarmist tell you the Earth will be gone in 12 years.
So what are you gonna get your degree in?
Well, we're all gonna die in 12 years anyways. First the polar bears, then the people living in igloos, then us. But yeah, gender studies.
No need to panic, people have been saying that for decades. But seriously, whatever the reason, big or small, anxiety plagues us all. And it can make your life miserable if you don't know how to deal with it.
Fortunately, you can take control and put anxiety on the bench. So today we give you 7 tips on how to deal with anxiety.
Number 1, take a breath. When you feel anxious, start by taking a nice deep inhale. While you inhale, in your mind count to 3. Then hold your breath at the top for a quick beat and begin a nice easy exhale through your mouth. While exhaling, in your mind count to 4 and then begin the breathing exercise again. Try to get a nice calm rhythm going. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, beat. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. After a few cycles, begin to notice your lungs. Feel them fill up with air and then release. The inhale gives you oxygen, which is fuel for your brain and blood. The exhale then releases carbon dioxide from your body. Now stand up tall to make breathing even more effective. It's easy to ball up when you're feeling anxiety. Your shoulders raise, your back rounds, and you lean forward. This restricts your breathing, which makes your anxiety worse. And on top of that, your body language is telling your brain,
Things are out of control, and I can't handle it.
not exactly something you want your body telling your brain. When you sit or stand tall, with your shoulders back and your head up, especially with your palms facing upward, it tells your brain,
I have power over my situation, and I'm ready to take on the world.
seems crazy, but the next time you're anxious, try it.
Number 2, keep yourself fed. Just like not eating makes you hangry, it also makes you anxious. When you don't eat, your blood sugar drops and makes you feel desperate. It's good to have healthy snacks close by to keep you from having a sugar crash. Also, drinking water is just as important. When you're thirsty, your body starts crying out for help, and it makes you feel uneasy. Most people's go-to move when they're thirsty is to buy a caffeinated beverage like coffee or Coke. It feels good for about 5 seconds, but it doesn't really hydrate you. And the caffeine heightens your anxiety. So when you're feeling thirsty, first grab water, then grab a coffee. Just make it decaf.
Number 3, take a walk. I know, you've heard it before, but countless studies have proven that exercise fights anxiety by producing chemicals in the brain like endorphins and serotonin. Walking also gets more oxygen to the brain, which helps you think more clearly.
Feel it.
It's a great time to process your problems and gain perspective. Physical movement forces your mind to be present and acts like a reset to the brain.
I feel it.
And on top of that, it helps you release pent-up anxious energy. And sometimes that's all you really need.
Number 4, take a break. Taking a break is harder than it sounds these days. Most people's idea of a break is desperately whipping out their phone and scrolling through social media, or hanging out with less than responsible friends.
We're gonna go save the world by throwing soup at the Van Gogh self-portrait. You wanna come?
Well, what kind of soup is it?
The key to a good break is getting away from things that create anxiety. Constant social media and partying overloads your brain with stimuli and keeps you from ever truly processing life. You need to allow yourself to give your mind a break and rejuvenate.
Number 5, spend time with people that care about you. If you really want to minimize anxiety, you have to be careful about who you spend time with. We all know those people who radiate anxiety and negativity. You don't need to totally avoid them, but at the same time, you might want to keep some brownies in the oven.
Hey, you wanna hang out and talk about everything I hate? I gotta go. I got brownies in the oven. Every time.
Maybe don't do this, but you get the idea. Think about the people in your life who truly care about you and make you feel stronger. Spend your time with those people. And maybe it's only one people. Don't be a loner and start isolating yourself. You need alone time, but not so much that you start becoming that weird guy. You need to surround yourself with people who hold you accountable and build you up when you're feeling down. You can find the support system with family, church, and friends from various locations.
Hey, would you be my friend?
Even if you just find 1 or 2 good friends, that's all it takes.
Number 6, gain perspective. Have you ever seen a little kid have a complete meltdown over something ridiculous like a snack breaking in half? What if adults did this?
No!
The funny thing is, adults never totally grow out of this. They just get better at hiding it. When you're upset, it's easy to feel like the world is ending, when in reality, everything is fine.
This is fine.
Life is full of little challenges and disappointments, but we get through them. We move on, and in a few days or weeks, we forget it ever happened.
Shake, shake, rock and roll.
So when you're feeling anxious, back up and think for a moment. Ask yourself, is this actually as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be? Sometimes talking it through with someone else will put it in perspective for you. Either they'll have a helpful outside view, or you may have an epiphany just hearing yourself say it out loud.
I get angry and throw my cat every time I watch talk shows. You know what? I'll just stop watching talk shows. Do I still have to pay for this?
If you're not able to talk to someone, try writing your thoughts down. Usually seeing it written helps release it from your mind and puts things in perspective. And for many people, praying is the most powerful way to conquer anxiety. Being grateful for the good things in your life and putting faith in a higher power to help you is a recipe that can calm even the most anxious mind.
Number 7, do good for others. Let's face it, when you're feeling anxious, it's usually because you're focused on your own problems. So the less you think about yourself, the less anxious you'll feel. It's actually refreshing. Doing good for others helps the people around you and makes you feel better. If it sounds a little intimidating, don't worry. You don't have to dig a well or volunteer at a soup kitchen, although those are great things. You can start small at your own home by doing things without being asked, like changing the litter
Oh, what are these cats eating?
or taking out the trash.
What are we eating?
If you want to branch out from there, try joining a ministry at your church. There are plenty of simple ways you can start serving others without having to do anything drastic.
In conclusion, anxiety is a real force in all of our lives. Like family reunions and fruitcake, it'll always be around. But there's no reason it has to defeat you. So let's recap how to deal with anxiety. Number 1, take a breath, stand tall. Number 2, keep yourself fed. Keep water and healthy snacks close by. Number 3, take a walk and move your body. Number 4, take a break from anything causing anxiety. Number 5, spend time with people who care about you. Number 6, gain perspective and see the big picture. And number 7, do good for others and get your mind off yourself.
Thank you for watching this how-to video for PragerU.
We hope you learned something new. And now I'm gonna say goodbye and go eat some snacks.
Please memorize all of the points and implement them in your life, and make sure to watch on PragerUkids.com.
Hey, would you be my friend? That didn't look like I was. I'm such an idiot! That took too long. What was that bad? Every time.